We are making lemon pound cake today. One of my secret ingredients I like to do is put some lemon powder to make your lemon more lemony. So if you don't like it too lemony, don't add the lemon powder. Now this will be your master lemon. You're going to use this for your lemon juice. It has the lemon zest in here as well. So we're going to leave this aside. Okay, this is going to be lemon pound cake recipe number 2. It's going to be the same recipe as number 1. The only thing we switch out is instead of oil, we're doing shortening. And we're going to see how it tastes. But this is, make sure you scrape down the side of the bowl. Let's beat this for about a couple minutes, so nice and fluffy. And this is, we did with butter and shortening. Pound cake recipe number 2. No oil. Now it's about less than 2 minutes, nice and fluffy. We're gonna stop it and scrape it and check. Yep, it's nice and fluffy. Now we can add the eggs. To number 4. And you don't have to add the egg one at a time. You can just put it on at once. The key here is that you have to scrape. Okay, now you scrape the side of the bowl so that way the egg will get into all the butter. And we're going to put it number 4. And once you get nice and fluffy again, then we'll add our extract. 2 more minutes. And we're going to beat number 6. Okay, nice now. Now we're going to add the seasoning. I'm going to need 1.5 cups of flour, which is 180 grams. Zero out my scale, see that? So we're going to put into here 1 cup. It's level. And then we're going to do a 1/2 cup. You see 1 cup of flour in grams should be 120, but here's 138. You know, you give it a few grams here and there, but you see that 1 cup, that's really over. So I just like to measure. Just to give you an example. If your cakes are not coming out right, maybe you should start measuring your flour instead of scooping it. So now we just need another 1/2 cup. So another 1/2 cup of flour should bring us to 180 grams. We're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder in here. We're going to shift everything together. So 1 teaspoon baking powder should be 5 grams. So it's only 4 grams right now, so I'm going to add a little bit more in. Then we're just going to shift and have this ready for your pound cake. Leave this aside. Added our extract in. Now start beating. And you just want to beat it into the batter before you start adding the liquid. Make sure it's combined. Okay, now we're going to bring down to number 1 to slowly add in the flour. So add the flour, then your milk, then your flour, then your extract, just alternating your liquid until all the flour is done. So don't forget to add your lemon juice and lemon zest in it this time. Now last is all with your flour. And we will mix this. Put the dough in. You don't have to overmix it. Don't overmix it. Now stop it. Now, okay, don't forget to scrape the side of the bowl. And then we'll mix some more. Probably less than a minute. This dough will be done. Don't overmix, but you have to mix it well. Okay, that is done. Now we can put into a pan. You can see how thick the dough is and all the flour is mixed in. So lemon pound cake, we got one loaf and a mini loaf. I'm going to put it into a preheated oven. So the larger loaf put in the back because that's going to take longer to bake. And then this one we're going to put in the front. We'll see you in 25 minutes. This is the loaf that is lemon pound cake number 2. This has shortening instead of oil. So from the naked eye, to me, this fluffed up more than the oil base. But once it cool, then we will taste it. But right now, while it's still hot, you want to add in your lemon basting. Now, if you don't like too lemony, you don't have to do this part. So after 35 minutes, my bigger loaf have came out. This is the pound cake, and I'm going to drizzle with some lemon juice. If you don't like it too lemony, then don't add this part, because there's going to be lemon glaze on top of this as well. And this one is made with shortening. A nice rise on the shortening. We're going to glaze pound cake number 2. This has shortening. And when it cool, we'll taste how it tastes. So when you make the glaze, you can make it thick or thin as you like. It's real lemon juice and the zest. That's the best way. Or you can just do store-bought lemon juice in a bottle, the real lemon. The key here to get nice flavoring is use the real lemon. Once it cool, then we will try the lemon pound cake. This is pound cake number 2, and this is with shortening. Shortening and butter with milk instead of oil. Let's see how it tastes. And the crumb, just as good. This is just as good. From the feel of it, it's not as soft as the one with the oil. This is a little more hearty, but the taste is there. So unless you really know that you put shortening in the oil, you really can't tell that much. So between 1 and 2, I can't really tell.